Hi guys, welcome to episode 8. So today we're going to open the main theme.xml again. I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom and we're going to start to talk about box art and snaps and wheel art, etc. And what we're talking about is in the system view, the snap of the box art and the wheel art. It's just that part there. It's a little bit different for detail and video views. We don't cover basic views because basic view is just a game list. There is no box art or snaps or wheel art. Okay, we'll talk about detailed first. So detailed does not show, and I'll jump back to the theme, a snap, a video snap, or this wheel art that's changing that we've got positioned just above the snap. Just wait for the snap to load. Okay, so it only displays a box art. Let me jump into detailed view so you can see the difference. I think I've pressed back one too many times, maybe. Okay. Alright, so you can see all it's doing, and I've picked a bad system. I've got a few missing box art. So it just displays the box art image and no wheel art or marquee. So that's what detail view is. So to display this box art, we've got this entry here. We're talking about the detailed view and the image. The name is this MD_image. That's what does it. The position, again, horizontally and vertically, and the maximum size. This can be a little bit fiddly, I suppose, to get it just right, because some box art on some systems, and actually the theme files that I've given you has a bit of a fault in it, and I'll show you, so it's not really right, probably needs some adjustments. And the Z index, you know what that does. So the background is Z index 2, and the box art, etc. Needs to be 3 or greater. So position, let's just change that. We'll move it over to the right. You know, understand the rest, vertically and horizontally. So I'm just going to move that over a little bit. Unfortunately, I need to just change this back to detailed. Okay, you can see what's happened to the wheel art. Sorry, to the box art. It's pushed over to the right, which is obviously not a great location. Okay, let's just move it back there. Again, max size, if I made that 1 and 1, or 10%, 10%. And I've moved it back to the left as well at the same time. Oh, this is annoying. See, it's a lot smaller. The maximum size of the box art now is very tiny. Okay, that's how the max size works, and that's all you need to know with it. What I did want to show you, let me just put it back to its original, is Super Nintendo. If you use the box art that I use, which is the long sort of wide one, you can get a little bit caught out, and it's caught me out on this theme, and I'll show you what I mean. See how it's wide? So the max size is obviously too great. I guess we can try and fix it now. So maybe even if we just change the max horizontal width from 48 to 4, let's see what happens. Again, it's a bit of a pain. It's improved it slightly, but we probably need to go back to maybe 3.5 even. If you remember in one of my earlier videos, I talked about it's probably save yourself time making a few changes at once, and then you can look at both views, because otherwise, see, I've had to sort of change out of detail and back, etc. And look, we've actually fixed the box art there. And what's it look like on the other systems? Yeah, pretty good. Alright, so if you actually want to use this theme, you'll need to fix up the max size horizontal to 0.35. Otherwise, Super Nintendo, not sure if there's any other wide boxes, yeah, will be too big for the area. Okay, so that's the box art for detailed. Now we're going to talk about the video view. Now, video view obviously plays a snap, and it has this thing called Marquee, which is the wheel art. Excuse me, that's my phone beeping away. Someone, my brother-in-law, telling me he's bought an arcade one-up. So let's change the view to video. Aha, see that? See how the box art's too big on video? I'll show you how to fix that. So it's playing the snap and has the wheel art. So we've got the video section here, and with the marquee, which is the wheel art. Now you'll notice in video view, this with the way I've set it up, it shows the box art first, then the video comes in. Alright, so the position you already know about. So that's the horizontal and vertical position. The max size is, you already know what that is, we just learnt that. I'm going to change this to what we just did with the detail view and see if that fixes that. We might just look at that now. Now with video, if you've fully scraped and got everything, if you actually put it on automatic will operate the same as video view. Okay, so we've fixed that now as well in the video view. But this section, the way it's with these other entries here, it shows the box art, then the snap. So the position and max size works for both of those things in the video view. Z index, you know what that is. Delay. So these last two entries, look, you can Google it and try and understand exactly what they do. But with these like this, it'll basically display the box art first for a period of time that we're going to change, and then it'll play the snap. So just leave those entries in there. I think it's a good way to do your themes for the video view. I think it's nice for people that are fully scraped. I guess the only downside is if the user doesn't have any box art and they're choosing video view and there's a 1 second delay where it shows the box art in the video, it means each video won't load for 1 second. So it'll be just a blank space. So personal choice. But the other thing I just want to show you here is the delay. So there's 1 second delay between the box art. It displays the box art, sorry, for 1 second, and then it'll play the snap. So as we're scrolling through, you'll see box art, 1 second, and snap. Box art, 1 second, snap. So if you can do less than 1 second. Let's change this to 0.3, which would be quite short, you know. Change the view, we can go between video and automatic in this one. You can see it's a lot faster, and obviously it was 1 before. Let's change it to 2.0, so 2 seconds. Yes. Box art displays for a lot longer. 1, 2, there we go. Alright, so that's how that works. Pretty easy, and you start to, I'm hoping if you've been following along the videos and tinkering yourself, some of this starts to make sense a little bit easier. Okay, marquee, it's wheel art, I suppose, but the logo, etc., for the game that appears up top here, only in video view, is this thing up here. Position, straightforward. Origin, I hate origin. And the max size. Now max size is exact same as what we've been doing in all the others. Oh man, Facebook's starting to go off. Max size. So looking at the wheel art at the moment above the snap, you can see the size of it. If we say made this a hell of a lot bigger, obviously it won't look very good, but you can see what the change in the codes. Oh no, not basic. See it going too fast. That's not too bad actually. It's a little bit big. But why I've actually overlaid on the snap on purpose, and that was just another way of demonstrating you the Z index. So the Z index on the video snap and the box art is 3, and on the marquee, I call it wheel art, but the marquee above it is Z index 4, which is a layer on top. So I just did this to demonstrate to you that, yeah, it overlays over the top. It's probably actually not too bad, to be honest. I actually prefer it. Probably needs to come down a little bit, maybe not quite as big, but yeah. Let's just change that back and save it. Yes. Reload thing. So that's pretty much covered what I needed to cover there. So we talked about displaying the box art in the detailed view, and in the video view displaying the video snap and the box art before it with the delay in time, and the marquee or wheel art there as well. You can position them anywhere on the screen, you can go for it, but it will be the same for every system. Video, same as what I was talking about with the Super Nintendo box art before. There's a couple of systems. One of them is Virtual Boy. PSP is probably the same. The snap is very wide, so if you compare it to, say, well, that's a Game Boy Color game. See, the aspect ratio is 4:3, obviously, but the Virtual Boy is very long and skinny. So you might think you've got it all, your code all nutted out, and got the snap position just where you want it, and then you come to Virtual Boy and the snap blows out and goes over the text. So what I would say is, when you're setting up a system, or your code and positioning your snap, Virtual Boy is a good system to test, because if you get Virtual Boy right, all the other systems will be right. Okay, so that's Hursty's little tip that I've learned along the way. So that's pretty much all we were going to talk about. If you'd bear with me, I thought we might actually do a little experiment. So at the moment, the video view displays the box art, then the snap. I thought what we might try and do is display the box art and the snap on the screen at the same time. It'll look ugly because we haven't got set up the theme that way, but I'm just going to try it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this code that displays the box art, which is the delay in those bottom 2 rows. And then I'm going to take this code from the detail view, and I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to put it down in this video view. Now I'll have to move the position because it'll be in about the same spot where the snap is. So I might just put it at, say, I don't know, 70%, and I'm going to move it down a lot to, say, 60%. And so it's on the top, so I can definitely see it. I'm going to put it Z index 5, and we'll save it. We'll go yes. Now remember, I don't normally do this, so I don't really know if it's going to work even. Let's have a look. Let's go maybe Super Nintendo. There we go. So you can actually display the snap and the box art at the same time. And despite making around 330 something themes, I've never done that before. And I'm going to start doing it from now on. That's really cool. Like, why not display them at the same time? I don't know why I haven't done that before. That's crazy. Oh well, I'll have to make another 300 themes. Okay, alright, so that was a cool little experiment. Thank you for joining me on that journey. Alright, let's save that. And that should put it back to the way it was, hopefully without breaking it. And it did. Alright guys, rather than rambling on and wasting your time, we'll cut that short there. Better get back to my brother-in-law. He's a bit excited about his 1-Up arcade, as am I. I used to bag them, and I bought 2 this week because they were on sale. Anyway, enough rambling. Catch you on the next episode, and we're going to get into all that, all the ratings and genres, etc. And I tell you, we're pretty much close to finish then. So probably, I'd say 10 episodes will have this all wrapped up in total. Alright guys, talk to you later. See ya.